Good evening. You're tuned in to the Underwater Rugby Channel's broadcast of the Euroleague live from Vienna, Austria. The next match of the evening will be between Malmö Triton and Malsch. In blue, playing for Malmö Triton, these are the players. Number 1, Carl Falk. Number 4, Andreas Bergenholtz. Number 5, Ann-Sophie Krakow. Number 6, Christopher Suarez. Number 7, Johan Fernlund. Number 8, the coach, player, Ulf Riedel. Number 9, Jens Westerlin. Number 10, Matthias Levin Persson. Number 11, Olof Bertilsson. Number 13, Stefan Poltergach. Number 14, Jürgen Persson. And number 15, Carl Oskar Seth. On the other side of the pool, wearing white, for Malsch, number 1, Fabian Schmidt. Number 2 is Sascha Buchner. Number 4, Martin Schottmüller. Number 5, Jens Dingel. Number 9, Christian Forschler. Number 10, Jochen Schottmüller. Number 11, Mikael Wiesel. Number 12, Johannes Wiesel. Number 13, Christian Staubach. Number 14, the captain, Christian Provald. Number 15, Alexander Wicht. Number 23, Colin Lively. And there are 3 substitute players, Laura Büchner, Darius Hettinger, Sascha Lang. And the team leader, club founder, Reinhard Schottmüller and Karoli Gregers. Kaiser Lindman is the deck referee, and in the water, Thomas Merck. And who is the other one? All right. Robert Glock. Sorry, Robert. Should be a really interesting match here. Malmö Triton's coming off a win earlier today, which they had to be pretty happy with. They executed a good game plan. And Malsch is playing for the first time today. So will nerves make a difference? Malsch is undefeated so far this season. They have, I think it is 2 wins, 1 tie. And Triton, I'll check here. Triton came in with 2 wins and 1 loss. So they added another win. So they're doing well.
1 minute.
So these teams are rough. They're in roughly the same position. Not identical, but close. And a victory here would put Triton over Malsch, and Malsch has a narrow lead in the standings over Triton. A lot of experienced players here, national team players from both countries, but especially from Malsch. The ones that I know offhand: Jens Dingle, Martin Schottmüller, Christian Forschler, Christian Staubach. I think they've all played with the national team. Ball's in the center.
White team ready.
The buzzer's about to sound. And they're off. So Jens Dingle first to the ball. And Malsch over to the side, and they're playing the German control style, holding on to the ball. They're not going to go into the goal and make an attempt until they think that they've got things set up pretty well. But if the ball's batted away and the referee halts the action, and it's going to be...
With a white free throw.
It was roughing.
Roughing. White.
So Malsch has got the ball here as a result of roughing by one of the Triton players. I didn't catch a number. Malsch heads over to the corner, and Christian Forschler comes, turns it over to Dingle. And the ball goes over, they head up to the surface, then back down again. It's a wave of 2 players. They haven't got enough players to go in, really. The back's very secure there. And now 2 players come in, and they can't prevent the pass. So for the first time, Malsch comes in more aggressively, and then up in the surface in the corner, waiting, swing backwards, down, holding on. Jochen Schottmüller passes over to his brother Martin Schottmüller. And Staubach comes out there, circling the perimeter, pretty far away. And they're challenging Triton to come and get the ball. But if Triton over commits players, then they'll make a rush for the goal. So right now they're just halting them Both teams are trying to feel each other out. Schottmüller heads up to the surface, holding on to the ball. There's Rainer Schottmüller, head coach. Two of his sons play on the team. They're down. There we see the goalie. No, Ansui's not a goalie. Is she playing forward? No, she's playing goalkeeper. Came out and chased a little. Pass down on the safe side here. Now try to make a move in, but out again. Very deliberate, tactical. Deliberate strategy. And now they're coming in. Now they've got a player on the other side. Can he get it over to Martin Schottmüller? No, they come out. Then back over on the side. They're lurking there on the other side of the back. Backed out, dropped the ball down. Christian Forschler loses it. And now Triton has the ball for the first time. He doesn't see his teammate. It was clear, and somebody else comes from behind. That's holding. So
We have a blue free throw. Hold.
Triton,
Free throw.
Triton has a free throw here. And are they gonna go straight in for the goal? What are they gonna do? Coming in on the right side. They lose the ball, but it's cast out of bounds, and who is going to, it's going to remain Triton.
Blue free throw. Blue free throw.
Out of bounds in favor of Triton.
Play outside the area.
Carl Falk takes the ball. Pass down. Two Triton players now. They're facing a lot of defensive opposition. And they've surrounded the basket. But it's not easy to pass when you share the ball with the other team. Holding called against.
White free throw. White free throw. Back non-player. Holding. White free throw. Holding.
So Malsch now has the,
Blue 13.
it is called against Stefan Poldragac.
It's over here, please.
The ball is underwater. When he lifts it up, this buzzer sounds. He passed it behind his back to a teammate who swims over and then down. And they've got a set play. It goes wrong and then goes right again. They come in and managed to get the pass off, but it picked off. So Triton, about halfway across the pool, the ball bounces to the bottom, and Sophie Krakow has to pick it up off the bottom. And Triton's having trouble holding on to the ball, and they lose it.
once again, Malsch is coming over and trying to put together some sort of a concerted attack. Into the corner, and then out again, and then back in. It was a feint. Jochen showed me the little attack on the head there. Colin Labley. Wiesel over, and then out to tied up, batted backwards. Labley comes up with it again. The Malsch players are very good at lying with their, protecting themselves using the wall or the floor of the pool. Pass out there to Jens Dingle. He's tied up. Strangulation.
White free throw, white free throw, strangle, white free throw.
So it was a choking call against Triton. Fighting from above. Now they're on the surface, tied up. Malsch rips it away. Jochen Schottmüller passes over to Johannes Wiesel, I think it was. 0-0 still here with 7 minutes left in the first half. And nice pass on a stolen goal, and it could have been a score easily there, but Malmö manages to take the ball, and Jürgen Persson, I think it was, made a long pass out, and now it's picked off and over. It's dangerous. It's the back's down now, so the defense is stabilized again. But that was a bad sequence there for Triton. It could have been a goal there, especially when the basket was stolen. And a pass down to the right side. Contrast size there. Andreas Berenholtz and Ann-Sophie Krakow. It's dark outside now in Vienna, so
Strangle, white free throw.
So again, it was a choking call against Malmö Triton.
White free throw for strangle.
The same pattern there. Hold the ball up and then pass it directly behind. Hand it off really to the player behind. The referee indicates that player's angry or some kind of protest, a discussion going on.
We have a referee ball, both teams.
Referee ball.
Player.
So Kaisalinen will chuck the ball in. And it's immediately a scrum. Martin Schottmüller. free throw in favor of,
Blue free throw for strangle.
for another choking call. So there have been a lot of choking calls in this game. How long before the warning comes? Triton struggles to hold on to the ball, and it ends up going back and forth a little bit, and Triton holds on. Up in the corner, he's looking for his teammate, but his teammate's shadowed closely by one of the Malsch players. Visa is up there. And now Triton coming in from the, he doesn't see the pass, but his teammate comes in and he's got to fight for it, can't keep it. Eventually it's passed down, and the Malsch player trying to come out is tied up completely with the Triton player underneath, but now they catch his ankle. Martin Schottmüller going over. He's got the goalie one-on-one now, number 13, Christian Stahlbach. Not good defense there by Malmö Triton, but it could have turned into a difficult situation. Another free throw here.
We have a white free throw, white free throw. White free throw
in favor
outside
of
there.
Malsch. Set the ball into play in the corner, and as they got closer to the goal, it was stolen, intercepted. Triton's headed to the other side. They've got a break. There's a pass backwards. He has a teammate. He doesn't think it's a good pass as Berlin Holtz spins round. Ann-Sophie Krakow is behind. You can't see her. Batted away. The Malsch pass is batted straight into the hands of Malsch. Good forechecking here by Triton to slow their move towards the basket. And now Triton has stolen the ball, trying to move it to the other side of the pool. And Ann-Sophie Krakow passes down to a teammate. Who with difficulty manages to turn the ball over to another Triton player. Holding.
Holding, white free throw, holding, white free throw.
Awarded to Malsch correctly. Now let's see if Malsch is going to do the same pass behind the back. I think it was. That seems to be a standard move for Malsch when they have a free throw. Well, Triton now has picked off a ball, trying to go to the other side of the pool. Ann-Sophie Krakow swimming over, passing down. Triton holds on to the ball. Kaufman passed it. I don't see who was the next player who had it. But now they've lost it. And Malsch has cleared their own zone. No, caught by the ankle. And now Jens Dingle got it out close to the goal. They're working to put the ball in, and it's in. Malsch has scored.
And goal number 5 and assist. Who assisted?
So that was Jens Dingle who put the ball in.
Number 5. And who assisted? 14. Number 14 assisted. Number 5.
Christian
14
Provold credited
assisted.
with the assist, and Jens Dingle has scored. So here in the first half, with less than a minute and a half remaining, Triton is suddenly down 1-0. They come out. And Triton goes all the way over to the corner on the left side. So, looks like Barry and Holtz there. An ambitious pass in front of Malsch's goal, picked off by the back, who swims up to the surface. He's breathing and looking for a pass, and Triton gets it back again, and they come in by the goal. So, good aggression on Triton's part here to try and come back and equalize. But now it's Malsch, but stolen. And that's the end of the first half. 1-0 in favor of Malsch. We'll have highlights of the first half now, and I'll rejoin you in a minute. So did you see the woman playing?
Yeah.
So she's yoga.
ready? We have 20 seconds.
Okay. The game's about to resume here, and
I know.
Malmö
Yeah,
Triton
thank
played
you.
a good first half, but Malsch slowly built up advantages, and eventually they scored. So it was a build-up, really. And Triton has had some attacks on the goal,
White
but
team
not
ready?
as
Blue
many,
team.
and they have not had the same level of ball possession. So can they turn it around now? They have the ball, and they're going over, and they have a player lurking in the scissors position. He's going to have to give it up, though, because no one's getting the ball. They go up to the surface. Baron Holtz now back down. I think it's Jürgen Persson. And tied up here by Wiesel. And they're close to the goal, but without a lot of freedom. They're being wrestled. And struggling to hold on to the ball, not going backwards. Now a little bit of stability, but they're still forechecking. Baron Holtz went past the ball and then came back, got in position to take the next one. Could have called holding there, I think, but yeah, Triton's playing aggressively. Can they take the ball back again quickly before it ends up on their side of the pool? They
You
tie
have the
up.
move. You're not allowed to be there.
Vic takes it up to the surface. And then down to Wiesel. Dingle. And it seems like he grabbed his arm there, but it wasn't called or bumped it. He's got his legs locked around him so that it's uncomfortable. When a player's got a scissors grip with his legs around you, he squeezes and then you feel like you can't breathe. But they're on the surface and it's getting rough. And the referee is going to halt the play. What could it be?
White free throw, strangle. White free throw, strangle.
Okay, so choking called against Malmö Triton. Malsch puts the ball into play, swimming on the surface, and then finding a teammate down below in the corner. He passes backwards, out in the middle, tied up, recovered, contested, and finally Triton gets it, but there's a holding call. Holding in favor of Malsch.
White free throw, holding. White free throw, holding.
Oh, now they're coming in. Fake pass. Drops it into, was it Sasha Büchner? Wiesel trying to bore his way in. Dragged up to the surface. He spins around, holds onto the ball rather easily. And now Fuchsia is tied up, manages to pass, and they dive down, going straight for the goal, which is now covered by Anne-Sophie Krakow. Krakow, she leaves the goal, and Triton comes up with the ball briefly, but can they hold on? They've got it. It's a long pass out, and more than halfway across the pool, coming in almost all the way before turning it over. So the scissors position is there, and he's got the back of the goalie. Can he put the ball in? Yes. Score. And they're fighting to make sure that it stays in. So
Hang on, we'll see what they say. Hang on.
some kind of, are they going to say grabbing the mask or something like that? But it looked like it was a goal. And was it signaled?
Separate the teams. Separate the teams.
Teams are ordered to separate and go to their own side of the pool. The deck referee confers with Robert Glock in the water, and is it Tito de Morris? Kaisa Libben's explaining why she's stopped the action here. Was the goal scored or not? What's the call here? Some kind of explanation, but we can't hear what they're saying. The Malsch players sitting by the side of the pool, waiting to hear what the referees are going to say. Goal or not? Well, all the players are catching their wind. Their heart rates are probably close to normal by now. It's been a long referee timeout here. And we see Christian Forschler now. Water referees are over there on the side. I don't know what the issue is, to be honest. Could it have been an attack on a mask, grabbing the basket, a stranglehold, something? But I wonder if the goal is even an issue. They may have decided early on that it's not a goal. But then the question is, what are they waiting for? Why don't they give some explanation? Well, don't know. Still talking or considering? Are they watching reviewing the play? It's a referee review of the game film. The water's quite cold here. The players say that playing they don't feel cold, but as soon as they come out or stop, then all of a sudden it's not comfortable. So what's going on here? Referee replay. They're over there in the dark here, and we're in the dark up here because we don't know what's going on exactly. Why is the referee replay? Is the goal considered, or it's already been rejected. Have they come to a consensus here? I'll go down and see if I can find out what the reason is.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. We have had a referee review of the goal, and we have decided there is a goal. Then, I know that you wanted to watch this, that you wanted to have a video watch, and is it still applicable? And what is the reason for the video watch? Goal or no goal, you have to tell. If your time, team captain, please. No? Okay. And then we also have a warning on white 13 for picking up the ball. So it's a warning on white 13 for picking up the ball. Okay?
Okay, so that was a long break for a referee review of the game film, and there was a goal scored, and number 13 on Malsch, that's Christian Staubach, has got a warning for taking the ball out of the basket after the score was made. When you suffer a goal against your team, you're not allowed to take it out.
Assisted by
That's cheating.
number 1. Goal by number 4.
So Berrien Holtz.
Goal number 4. Assisted number 1.
So Berrien Holtz scored on an assist by Carl
Okay,
Falk.
teams, let's start playing again.
And after
Teams
this long
ready?
delay, Christian Staubach also has gotten a warning. So now the game is 1-1, and this is a very important match. And Malsch streaks all the way over, and Berrien Holtz chases him out. And I think it's Jürgen Persson there, back with Ansvi Krakow behind. Someone else comes on. Is it Fernland? Who was it? I can't see. The players for Triton don't have jerseys with numbers, so it's harder for me to identify them. Harder for anybody. And so that's why I can name the Malsch players more often, because I can see the number on their jerseys. It's not because I'm partial to them. Christian Forschel then passed down to Martin Schottmüller. Now they're tied up and they managed to get the ball off. They're now closer. They've just worked the ball over towards the goal bit by bit. They've got a player lurking by the basket, and Schottmüller takes it out, goes over to his brother Jochen, and a pass up and then down, and they've got a good position by the goal, and there's going to be a call here, and the referee signals it's
Low free throw.
roughing,
Low free throw.
pushing or roughing or
Holding.
Holding, it's
Low
holding.
free throw. Holding.
so Triton's got the ball, a free throw here, and they take it along the surface, pass down, and they lose it, and I should be a holding call here because number 4, Martin Schottmüller, was first to that
White
ball,
free throw. White free throw. Holding.
and
White free
the Triton player was holding on to the arm, but this slowed the game down, maybe to the advantage of Triton, because they don't have to face a fast attack. Instead, it's a free throw along the surface, holding the ball under his arm. It's one of the Schottmüllers. Wiesel, he tries to pass behind his back, ends up with Triton. Triton streaking over for the fast break, and then along the bottom, tied up. Wiesel's a forward, that's his job, to chase him down, forecheck. And then they drift up to the surface, and we can see a Triton player underneath in the right position, and another Triton player comes in, waiting, and can they get the ball away? Instead, it looks like it's Malsch has a better grip on the ball, but Triton gets it, and Triton's coming in from above, uses the ankle of the opponent, and gets over to above and tied up there. Ends up with Malsch. Swimming laterally, and then backwards and upwards, tied up. Dangerous place to pass. He doesn't want to do that. And Colin Latley tries to take it over. The referee.
You're not allowed to grab and involved in the. You're not allowed to hold on to the.
Oh, stolen goal here. Triton has stolen Malsch's goal.
White free throw.
So it's a free throw in favor of Malsch.
White free throw. Over here.
Over to the left side, Malsch is trying to build something up, crowding the goalie. Slightly more aggressive, but Triton's got to feel encouraged after gaining that goal in the equalizer. And they got a long rest during the referee review. Coming in from above, Malsch pushing. It's Provald, and he tries to pass it. Instead, it's taken by Triton, but they have to find the outlet, and the outlet is taken away. And it's Martin Schottmüller picks off that pass. But now Triton has got it back again, headed over all the way. It's a one. Oh, his feet are caught, so it becomes 3-on-1. But definitely disturbed the Malsch defense there. And can they turn it into something? No. Malsch has the ball. A long pass down to the bottom. Wiesel, no goalie on the basket yet, but now the goal is covered. And the forechecking is tough here on Malsch. And he managed to hold on to it. He drops the ball down to Sascha Büchner. But now Triton has a chance. Bergenholtz goes up to the surface, passes down. Is that Jürgen Persson, I think? Smashed it up. The ball drops down. Malsch. Alexander Wieck. But, well, these passes, although imperfect, they're succeeding. The Malsch is already all the way over and close to Triton's goal. 5 minutes left in this 1-1 tie. A very important game for both these teams. Now Malsch is coming into the basket from above. Tied up. He turns the ball over to Schottmüller, Martin Schottmüller, and then it ends up with Christian Stahlbach. Pass down. And another one over to Schottmüller. Very active. Schottmüller's doing a lot here. Now pushing, trying to put the ball in. He smashes it down, and Triton player finally comes in to pick off the pass. Intercepted, and there's going to be a call here. Tempers are rising.
We have a penalty shot. Shoulder in the basket. We have a penalty shot.
So now is a moment of truth for Triton.
And we have a video recording request
from
the blue team. So we have video, please.
The referee is called wedging, shoulder in the basket against Triton.
The referees.
And that will lead to a penalty shot.
Will check.
And Triton has responded by requesting a video review. So what's going to happen here? It's a good game, very tough. It's a battle of, it's a stylistic battle. Malsch is imposing the control strategy, and it's given them an edge over Triton in possession, and probably they've had better goal scoring opportunities. So now the question is going to be, can they get this penalty? Is it going to go through? Because with 4 minutes left in the game, that would be pretty much a deal sealer, or at least make it very difficult. I don't know who would take the penalty. Who would be the defender? Who would be the goalie for Triton? It could be Ann-Sophie Krakow. It could be Anne-Sophie Krakow taking the penalty. No, she's too light. Christopher Suarez, Johan Fernlund, or Ulf Rydell. Who do you think it would be, Rafa? He's not a big beefy guy. He's skinny and wiry and strong, and a good play reader. So here it is. Are they calling shoulder in the basket or not? I'd say shoulder in the basket.
But is it a clear goal scoring chance? Is it a goal scoring chance?
Well, there's no ruling yet. We're waiting word on whether it's going to be shoulder in the basket or not. It's a subjective call. We see the ball floating loosely there, and it's on the other side of the viewer's position, so we can't see 100% what's happening on the other side. But the thing about shoulder in the basket is, well, the goalies sometimes just rest with their shoulder in the basket. So it's easier to stay in the basket if you wedge to begin with, but the referees don't call you for just wedging when you're at rest. But I think, I mean, this is just my personal opinion, if you wedge to rest, that's a form of cheating also, just the same as if you were holding on to the basket with your hand for a long time. You're not allowed to do that, are you, to just hold on to the basket for a long time. People would call you for that. So there are things in underwater rugby.
The thing is, there has to be some rhyme and reason around it. I mean, we can't call.
No.
Sort of hold on at all
The
times.
walls, for example, and so it's tricky. There are a lot of judgment calls here.
I mean, it's a clear goal scoring chance, and someone switching them.
Yes. So the chief referee, Triton de Morris, he's not involved in this game, but he just says that in principle, you have to have a goal-scoring opportunity before you can award a penalty. So that's what the discussion is about down there with the video review. Did they have a clear goal-scoring chance? And of course, that's also subjective because we're on the other side and we can't see everything that was happening there. When the ball was loose and being bobbled around, did that player have possession of it that we couldn't see? And at that point, then maybe you could say, okay, that could have been a goal. But we'll find out soon. And right now, as you can see from the screen, the referees are in the dark there watching it on the little computer there. And I don't know how, do the deck referees do it by themselves or the water referees come out? They do. They get out and everybody looks together.
No,
And
they will come to a decision
yes.
sooner or later, and we'll just have to wait.
And the players are cold because the pool is
Or the pool is
cold.
very cold.
Yes. So Rafa Triton de Morris said that he's got to eat pasta or something like that after a long. You need to have a lot of calories now for dinner.
We fill up with calories. We do, yeah. Of different kinds.
So this pool has got one praise. People like, oh, here's another angle. And
Was he wedging there?
That-
That's the thing.
but he just smashed it over onto the goalie's
Here.
here.
That's here.
I think that this review is taking too long, to be honest.
And it's difficult because if we had cameras in the basket,
It would help to resolve it.
would be helped with
Yeah.
these challenges situations. But
Now we're going to run overtime. Now it's 7:05, and the schedule calls for the next game at 7:20. So And how much time is left in this match? Now 4 minutes. So
There or abouts.
so we're
The march in is at 19:20.
yeah.
The game doesn't actually start yet. That's not the kickoff time. Okay, that's a march in time.
Yeah, so 7:30 is when it should start.
Starting ceremony.
Oh no, the starting time. But since there's no decision yet, we're sort of running behind schedule. I will try to see if I can find out anything more. Stay tuned. The game isn't over. The broadcast, and we have more matches coming up. After this one, we have Flipper and Egia, and finally the last one, Beta against Vienna. I'll be back with you in just a second.
This is the main trophy. This is the main trophy.
I don't have a. No, there's another trophy, a big metal one.
This is yours.
No, that is. I don't know what that trophy is for. So people like these trophies.
Yeah.
So did you get some good pictures?
I don't think so. Not yet. I will see. I'm still looking for the right angle and right lens.
We can go over.
Okay, teams, thanks once more for waiting for our decision, and we have decided that there will be a penalty. So may I ask for blue defender and the white, and we will bring it all.
So it's determined now. A penalty has been, decision has been upheld, and Malsch will shoot a penalty. Who is going to defend?
Hang on. Then referee is not good.
So we can. So Jochen Schurtmüller coming down, and it's probably Johan Fernlund, as I said before. And he's holding him off, and he's resting, he's against the basket, pushing him away. And Schurtmüller goes up to take a breath, as he's allowed to. And of course, Fernlund could go up too, but then it would create a danger. He stays down,
Can I have a referee on the side?
and he's tying up, and the ball drops down to the bottom, and Fernlund kicks it away. Schurtmüller goes back up to try to take another breath. Time must be going down now. Time is out. It's over. He saved it. He saved it. He's the hero. He's
No goal.
He's
No
passed out. What a sacrifice. Or he was close to passing out. Fernlund in a fantastic save here. The advantage goes very much to the attacker, and Johan Fernlund has saved Triton. It's a real exciting development in the game. Now Triton has got to continue And if they can come off with a tie of 1-1, I would call that a victory, because basically Malsch has had better ball possession and more threats.
The ball on the middle, please, referees. Ball on the middle.
Ball in the middle. Is there some kind of protest here?
When there is, then team, please. There's no goal. There's no goal. End of penalty. Time out. If you don't score within that time, we start with the ball in the middle. 6 players on each side, please.
Time ran out for Malsch there. Malsch is protesting. Do they want a video review?
Sorry? Okay, we have a video challenge.
A video challenge again for the second time in a row.
Can you please come here? No, you're not allowed to watch. We watch. You tell me what to watch for.
Yes.
You have to come here, tell me what we should watch for.
Kajsa Lindman's instructing the captain
Can you,
to explain what it is that they object to. And so Christian Provald's going over and he's going to explain what they think was wrong with that. And there will be a video review. And I will watch the video review. It's quite exciting. And are they going to admit it? So the time is going here, and we're going to be off schedule now. So we have a discussion between we see a discussion here between the head of the TV crew in Euroleague and the chief referee about whether or not another video review is in order, because the video review is a fairly new development. And now we're going to see it. Yes, here we go. He's coming down. Okay. Fernland holding on to him, and the ball drops. Okay, this is the second time. Fernland kicks the ball away, and it was Schottmüller who went up to the surface, and he was breathing, and then time ran out. I don't see what the objection was there. I'll go down and ask and see what they say. Okay, I've been down to the referees, to the scorekeeper's screen, and heard the referees and asked the reason that there was a protest and a request for video review, and the explanation was that Malsch says that there was holding, that Johan Fernlund held Schottmüller after he dropped the ball. So I don't know what the decision is going to be, but at least there is a rational, there's the basis for the claim. I think part of the problem with this, that the reason that it probably is going to be no holding called.
Okay, the referee has had the video review, and the decision is that there's a holding.
There is holding, okay.
So we have 2 minutes on the blue player, and we have a new penalty shot.
Okay, so Johan Fernlund was holding Schottmüller, and that means that there will be a new penalty, and Johan Fernlund will be out in the penalty box for 2 minutes. So a new penalty shot here, and it will be the same player. I think it's
Teams ready?
Jocke Schottmüller again.
Okay.
This time, Andreas Bergenholtz, one of the best players in the world, he's going to be the goalie. Schottmüller grabs his leg and is trying to draw himself closer, but Bergenholtz has very long arms, and the ball comes out. Oh, Bergenholtz has got it. That's it. Bergenholtz will never give that ball up. You can be assured that's the end of this. He's going to jerk it away and lift it up in the air. Unless Schottmüller can jerk it away and swim down and score, I don't think that's going to happen. And now already Bergenholtz has got a better grip on it, and no, that's the end. So a real lift here for Malmö Triton. Bergenholtz has gone through and saved the day. So definitely exciting. What can you say about that? That's maybe they shouldn't have sent the same guy in twice. I think it was Jocke Schottmüller both times. And Bergenholtz is such
teams. We
so
will have
tall.
5 players in the blue team.
We're going to have another look at it here while the teams get ready. And we see here, grabbing Bergenholtz, he's trying to get a grip,
Teams ready?
pulling up. The teams are in the water, getting ready to start again. And he tried to just drop it in, but Bergenholtz was there and caught it off the rim. So the game is resumed, and Malsch hovering on the outside, trying to put together an attack, but the defender, the back is in place, and the forwards are getting in the way here, not allowing them to swim, but they got over, and he's in! Scored! It was so unexpected because
We have a white goal scored by number 4, an assist number 14. Goal by number 4, assisted by number 13.
so Martin Schottmüller has scored.
4 scored, 14.
And assisted by Christian Provald. So really unexpected.
White goal by
Unexpectedly
player number
easy.
4, assisted by player
Two-
number 14.
Now 2-1 in favor
Teams
of,
get ready.
they just got over to the other side. He screened him out, he got the back,
Blue team
and just
now
jammed
full
it in.
team. Teams ready?
So now there's 1 minute 48 seconds left. Can Triton equalize? They're passed down and then back up again, and they'll have some energy having rested for such a long time. And the question is, what can they summon to put into equalizing after these long video reviews? Betty Holtz takes it, passes back down. Now on the bottom, and is it picked off by Malsch? And he's trying to break free. He sees his teammate down there. The pass is complete. They're not even in any rush to get out. They're just going up to the surface and killing time. The ball drifts down to the bottom and stolen, intercepted. And can Triton hold on to it? No. And 40 seconds. And now at last Malsch is able to leave their own zone. Swimming up to the surface. They're going to burn out the clock here. 30 seconds left. And a dramatic game that did not go Triton's way, although they played well and had very exciting saves for the penalty. Now there are only 10 seconds or so left because that clock is probably not exactly right. Expect the buzzer. Malsch is just killing time, passing down in the corner, up and down, and Triton has the ball, but there's no time. Yeah, that's the game. 2-1, Malsch victorious over Triton and a nail-biter. That was an exciting game. And we really saw the German style imposed and successfully. I'll take a break and be back with you soon.